Today is a First Alert Weather Day. WMBF News starts right now.
A rare sight as the Grand Strand and PD transforms into a winter wonderland over the course of a few hours. Good morning, I'm Jake Ray as we start our First Alert Weather Day with live team coverage of this winter storm. Our team of meteorologists are tracking the worst hit areas and impacts to your Sunday. We also have reporters standing by with a look at the conditions throughout the Grand Strand and PD. And our snow desk is back today. Let's begin there with First Alert meteorologist Andrew Dockery. Andrew, this is going to be a storm to remember.
Jake, it's one of those where as we're sitting out here, reports are about to start flowing in. A lot of you all went to bed at 10 o'clock last night and you were thinking, okay, well, we only got 2 or 3 inches. There's some spots across the border this morning into North Carolina measuring 14 inches of snow that's coming down. So just keep that in mind. We are looking at intense bands that move through overnight and double-digit snowfall totals. Heads up, though, you'll notice another band of snow going to be working its way through. This is the final push and what I think will be the final surge. And as it moves toward the beach, could be another inch in some spots as we get going. You'll notice the big picture, some of the heavier snow, obviously, off to the east. So we're going to hold to our truth, and we told you we're going to tell you how our forecast verified. 4 to 8 inches across the region, and we knew that boom potential started to set up around the North Carolina, South Carolina border. We issued that during the 6th last night, and that's where a lot of the double-digit reports like Tabor City, 14 inches, that just came in this morning. Lumberton, 10.5. You'll notice in Myrtle Beach we're at 5. We've had a couple spots report 6. So go out there when it's safe to do so, and please send your reports. If you see one that's blank, it means we just haven't had a great report with the ruler in the ground yet. Wind chills are dangerously cold. Even when I take my glove off, my hands start to tingle. For a look at the extreme cold this morning, let's send it inside to Jenna Greenhill because it's going to be bitterly cold all morning long.
Yeah, Andrew, honestly, just a matter of minutes before you start to feel those impacts of that cold. Andrew already mentioned that his hands starting to feel like a little bit tingly. That's due to the extreme cold we're dealing with. Temperatures this morning, we're sitting widespread teens, a couple of low 20s sticking around. But the wind chill, that's what we really want to focus on through the day today because we're feeling like the single digits out there. Our area, not accustomed to it. It's the coldest air that we have seen this season, and we're going to hold on to wind chill values in the teens. While temperatures today, they are going to climb to the mid to upper 20s. Notice the wind going to be gusting at times anywhere from 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. That's going to bring that bitter cold wind chill. The winds from the north brings in that colder temperatures, and we're going to see that threat for some blowing and drifting snow as well. So let's walk you through road conditions because this is a live look at US 501. You can't see 501 right now because it is just completely blanketed by snow. Avoid travel. We're giving you the red light. Strong winds are going to make blowing and drifting snow a really big problem today. But what we're also going to be looking for is some patchy black ice because a lot of this snow that fell starting around 6 o'clock yesterday, as it hit the pavement, it started to melt. So the black ice potential is going to be there. But as we take a live look at US 17 as well as 501, you really can't see the road. So my best piece of advice, please stay off the roads today. Unless you absolutely have to travel, please travel with extreme caution. We're giving you the red light as we head into Monday morning because lingering impacts are going to be seen, as well as those secondary and roads are going to hold on to some major issues, and that bitter cold wind chill continues as we head into the day tomorrow.
All right, Jenna and Andrew, thank you both. And so far, officials say 6 people have died from last weekend's storm. This morning, the PD is facing some of the biggest impacts from this weekend's snow. Let's get right out to meteorologist Jace Passmore, live in Florence County. Jace, how are the conditions out there? All right, looks like we're having some issues with Jace. We'll see if we can get back to him in a little bit. Meanwhile, team coverage continues this morning with Michaela Evans in Horry County. Michaela, we saw snow blanket the area in just 30 minutes around 6 Saturday. Tell us, what are those conditions looking like right now?
Jake, you can tell the conditions are making it very difficult out here right now. The wind is probably the harshest. My fingers are starting to go numb, and we've only been out here for about 10 minutes, pretty much steady. Now, I went over here a couple of minutes ago in a different area down off of Main Street and Ocean Boulevard here in North Myrtle Beach, and we were measuring 8 inches of snow, but I'm going to check right here and see what we're at right now. And we're right at about 3 inches right off of Ocean Boulevard here in North Myrtle Beach. Now, we came in starting at we started driving around 5 this morning, and there weren't many cars on the roads. The ones that we did see, they were taking it slow, and it was a lot of North Myrtle Beach police officers who were scaling these roads and making sure everyone was okay. We also saw the North Myrtle Beach Fire Department brushing off their driveways to make sure they can get in and out very quickly. Now, as far as people, we have not seen many, but we did see one person walk by. He said he was trying to see the sunrise on the beach with the snow. And so we asked him why was he walking instead of driving. And he actually told us that he was up from North Carolina and got into a bad accident last weekend where he slid off of the road. So he chose to walk this morning. So that just can attest to these dangerous conditions being on the road here. But again, the wind is picking up, but that snow is still coming down a good bit. But we'll continue to monitor these conditions and see what we're seeing out here on the roads. But right now, thankfully, not many people out today. But I'm sending it back to you, Jake, live in North Myrtle Beach. Michaela Evans, WMBF News.
Definitely want to be careful on those roads. Thank you, Michaela. And the storm is also causing a lot of power outages. More than 4,000 people in Horry County are without power right now. That accounts for nearly 80% of all outages in the state. Now, statewide, more than 5,000 customers are without power at this hour. And those outages in Horry County are mostly Santee Cooper customers. If you need to report an outage, you can online at the website or on your screen. Call 888-769-7688. Okay, take a look at some of these photos you shared with us on our website. Ed Odell sent us this photo of several inches of snow blanketing his car, plus a measuring stick showing just how much snow stuck. Eric Martin also sharing a picture of his car in Loris. As you can see, the snow came down pretty hard there. And Kristen Momolash sharing this picture, cooking up some blizzard brats. And take a look at this pup having some fun in the snow, all dressed up for the conditions. And hey, we've been giving you the first alert for days about this storm and how to prepare. Send us your pictures, whether that be empty store shelves, snow, or something else. We want to see what you're seeing.